share one common thing, which is technical turned marketeer.
Yeah.
And you are very academic style of marketeer who does the hard work, goes through reams of information. Uh, but then, is there a playbook to finding trends? Because if you look at Gartner hype cycle, it's all sort of things running around, and still you have done it multiple times to spot
Right.
that trend,
Right.
which will actually shape the future of technology for enterprises. So if somebody wants to grow in that direction, right? Obviously, the hard work is definitely required, but any kind of playbook, any
Yeah.
suggestions to people?
I think I'll relate it. Two things I want to also sort of clarify. While I do agree that there is a lot of academic realm in my approach, one thing I would also attribute, so there is this natural flair and a little bit of in the DNA for me to actually come out with quirky. I'm fairly comfortable and I enjoy doing messaging, content, and some of this. But then what I'm trying to tell is these are, inbuilt things that you grow up with in your formative years of education. The second thing is, I'll tell you something very interesting. I never wanted to be in the field of technology. I was a civil services aspirant, right?
Okay.
So why I'm telling that is that actually gave me this whole intricate approach to read and consume information at reams. When you go for civil services exam in India, which is probably by far, in my opinion, the most difficult exam in the world, so you sort of tend to consume a lot of information. So I think that continued in my streak. Coming back to your question, I think the only way for that is to continuously read, comprehend, and look at technology trends from a hands-on view, and that's where I think being an engineer helps. See, for example, I worked in wireless technologies, voice over IP, cable technologies, cable modem, and a lot of wireless security, identity management, enterprise collaboration. So it so happened that I think it all aligned in such a way that every new passing technology, or every new emerging technology rather, there was some exposure to that. And again, I thank some of those visionary entrepreneurs that I had the opportunity to work. So this intricate ability to sort of consistently outthink my own normal line of growth, right? So, we've been 25 years in the industry, close to a lot of good friends. Obviously, some of them would have gone through linear careers, so what I call is a horizontal employable quotient, where I try to see that can I move across functions, cutting
Mm.
through inside an organization. That's one playbook that I adopted. I never shied away from, imagine, a postgrad in computer science with hardcore technology, couple of patents exposure, going and running HR. But
Mm.
then my logic was, a HR for a very, very seminal technology organization should have more technology orientation than anyone if you have to attract talent. If you want to go to an IIT and make a campus placement pitch, you're talking to geeks in the making. In my opinion, you need to have an understanding of what a tech guy would. So I think that's the sort of playbook. And then, of course, it's this natural interest towards read, consume, apply information. I think all of that sort of made this playbook of my own, which still helps. Yeah, that's about it. Neither it is special, nor it is, but I can certainly say it's a little unique. But yeah, it's worked for me, and hopefully it adds some value. But as you rightly said, one thing, you just have to be at it, persistently working at it. And yeah, we are in the technology world. I also said that I'm not marketing an Asian Paints or a Hindustan Unilever, right? So we are in the world of technology, in B2B technology. In that case, you have to be closer to technology if you have to market it. I think that's the single mantra that I would probably recall.
Yeah, I mean, if I recap, right, you talked about very simple one line: read, consume, and apply. So probably your read and consume came from your civil
Yeah,
services.
yeah,
The apply part came from engineering, and when you
yeah,
combined these three,
yeah.
the started happening, right?
That's right. Yeah.